This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. If you decide to try the info provided in this video, please always check with the local laws in your area and read the labels of any product you use. The label is the law. Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control, and today we're going to talk about trust. We're going to talk about here's the question. How do you know that your pest control technician or your pest control company can be trusted to do what you have contracted them to do? This is a question that I get on my channel a lot. A lot of the questions that are asked of me is mainly because I go over a lot of scams in the industry. I go over like heat treatments and termite bait stations and lots of things that I talk about really go over the fallacies in this industry. But the question that's always posed to me is, well, how do I know I can trust the guy that I've hired? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, consider subscribing to my channel. And also, check me out on TikTok. I have lots of 1-minute videos on TikTok that I post little snippets here and there. And of course, as always, the links are in the description below. So go check me out and follow me there, because I've been doing a lot of videos. I mean, I've probably got almost 100 now of just little 1-minute clips of trying to help you with pest control in any way that I can. I've also been submitting these same videos, or some of these videos, not all of them, some of them to YouTube Shorts, which is also kind of like TikTok with a 1-minute long video. So if it's something that interests you and something quick and easy to understand, then go check me out over there and follow me. But let's talk about trust. How do you know if you can trust your pest control technician? So one of the top reasons, I'm going to go over the top 3, but we're going to talk about the first one now, which is education. Education is extremely important in every field that you work through. If you have a technician coming into your home, we're basically a licensed contractor. We have to go through training. In fact, the books that I have to read myself I can't even show you the thickness. That's as thick as my fingers will go. I mean, I could use an index maybe, but middle finger is longer. So, that's how much information, more than that, actually, in books that I have to read to get my license in the first place. The books go over how to mix pesticide, how to treat for bugs, how to kill ants, how to kill mice, how to properly use rodenticides, how to mix your pesticides, how to, what you should wear when applying pesticides, how to read a label. Lots of things you go over when you get your license to, practice pest control for a living. And so knowledge is extremely important. So when you hire your technician and they come in your house and let's say they've already treated your house for a month or two, and you're wondering if maybe you've seen some of my videos and you're concerned that maybe you can't trust your pest control technician. One way is by asking questions. Does your pest control technician understand what they use? Do they come in your house and say, when you ask them, let's say you ask them, well, so what are you using today in my home? What type of pesticide are you using in my home today? And he goes, oh, well, this is just the spider stuff, or this is just the ant stuff, or, oh, because you have problems with roaches, we're using the roach stuff today. Well, while that's pretty, mundane and simplified to the extreme, because there are certain chemicals that are labeled for, better use for spiders, and some that are better use for ants, and some that are better use for roaches. So we do have technically roach stuff, ant stuff, and spider stuff. But What type of pesticide is he actually using? Does he understand what the active ingredient is in the pesticide he's using? Because he should. A doctor, when they prescribe you a medication, they know what the active ingredient in the medication is. They don't just prescribe you an aspirin and not know what's in it. They know what's in it. They know what's in the antibiotic they give you. They know what's in your, in your medications. And so when a pest control technician comes into your home, they need to know what the active ingredient in that product actually is. The reason is because they have to follow the label. So the label is the law. This is something I talk all the time. In fact, it's at the beginning of every one of my videos. The label is the law. What does this mean? It means that when the label says, hey, you need to mix this chemical this way, you need to use this chemical that way. If you are trying to get rid of ants, mix ½ ounce to a gallon. If you're trying to mix for spiders, mix an ounce per gallon, or whatever the ingredient list is. It'll tell you what the directions are to getting rid of the bug you're trying to eliminate. And it'll also have a list of general pests that are controlled with this concentration. So they need to understand that. That's the law. The label is the law. If they do not understand the label of the pesticide that they are applying, then are they even applying it correctly? Are they doing their job correctly? This is one way you can tell if your technician is doing their job correctly. And I always recommend that people ask questions. People ask me questions all the time. I don't get irritated. I don't get annoyed. I enjoy the questions. I like to teach people. I mean, here I am on YouTube with almost 300 videos now, just teaching people how to do pest control. I don't mind the questions. You really shouldn't mind. If you're a technician, you shouldn't mind on a question from a customer either, because you're just trying to set their mind at ease and ensure them that, yes, you know what you're doing. They want to know that you know what you're doing. In a world that's terrified of chemicals, you really need to know what you're applying and how you're applying it. But not only that, in the education, like I was saying like I said earlier, ants. All right. Does your exterminator, let's say you hired your exterminator to kill ants. Does he understand the behavior of ants? Because this is something that you're taught. You're taught this. So every other year in the state of Virginia, I have to go in for retraining because there are new methods, new pesticides, new understanding on how bugs actually move around in your home, how they get in and out of your home, and where they come from. And so this is not only in your test material when you get your license, but this is also something you have to be retrained on every other year in Virginia. So it's typically an all-day thing. You go in and this year we actually did everything virtual, so you kind of sit there and you watch all these different announcers come on. They've got people from Bayer, and they've got people from Dow Chemicals, and they've got people from Syngenta, and all these different organizations, and they have people from the state explaining to you what you have to do and how to follow labels and stuff like that. This is something that you have to retrain every other year, kind of like nurses, kind of like doctors, where they have to go in order to keep their licenses and stuff like that. They have to be retrained every so often. So your technician should also have this information as well. They should understand how bugs get in and out of your home. They should understand, well, we're using this pesticide on ants today because it's a non-repellent pesticide. And so ants, because how they behave, if you use a repellent pesticide, you'll chase the ants all over the house and you're not really doing anything. So you have to use a non-repellent pesticide. And they should understand that and understand how ants get in and out of your home, and not just with ants, but all kinds of bugs, spiders, centipedes, millipedes, roaches. They should understand this basic knowledge, because in order to understand how to get rid of a bug, you need to understand how they behave. Where do they crawl? Where are the places that they like to frequent? It's like hunting for a deer in a Walmart parking lot. No, you're not going to find a deer in a Walmart parking lot. You're going to find a deer in the woods. If you're going to try to kill ants, well, you need to know where the ants are going to be. Just treating an area where ants aren't, well, that's not going to get rid of your problem. So your technician needs to understand where to treat and how to treat these areas, and he should be able to answer those questions. So that's the first thing. I took almost a whole 10 minutes just to explain knowledge, but these next two are going to be pretty short, pretty easy to understand. So how, on number two, Number two. This is a second way to tell if you can trust your pest control technician. How does your technician hold himself? What does he wear when he comes into your home, or she? Do they wear long sleeve shirts? Do they wear a hat? Do they wear long pants? Do they wear covered toed boots? Or are they coming in your house in a short sleeve shirt, maybe even a tank top with a pair of Crocs and socks on, or sandals and shorts, like they just got back from a trip to the Bahamas? How are they taking care of themselves? Because like knowledge and understanding the label will tell you, well, this is the way you're supposed to dress when applying this pesticide. Every single label, even those without a signal word, always recommend you wear long sleeves, long pants, shoes that are covered toe shoes, and sometimes even a hat. Because when you're spraying above head and the drift comes down, it'll land on your hat, not on your face or on your head. It will land on your sleeves, not on your bare arms. It'll land on your pants, not on your bare legs. Because the way that pesticides kill bugs is they absorb through the exoskeleton or the skin of a bug. And if the pesticide lands on your arms, which they're nowhere near as thick as an exoskeleton of a bug, then it will absorb into your skin, into the pores of your skin, and you will contract this pesticide and maybe even make yourself sick. So if your technician is not following the proper protective equipment protocol, then he doesn't care about his own health. He's not reading the label. He doesn't care about his own health. He's not wearing gloves. You know, if he's not holding himself in that manner, does he care about your health? Does he even care if he's doing the job right? Honestly, because he doesn't care about his own health. He doesn't care about your health. He doesn't, because you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. If you get sick, you can't take care of others' problems. So you need to make sure you wear the proper protective equipment when applying pesticides. And this is for you, even if you are a do-it-yourselfer staying at home. You're not actually hiring a technician to come out and treat your house. You're going to try it yourself. Always wear proper protective equipment. Wear long sleeve shirts. Wear long pants. Wear, covered shoes. Don't get pesticide on your toes. Don't get pesticide on your arms. People don't think about this, but you can poison yourself with pesticides. So always be safe and always follow your label. So that's number two. If you got a guy that's coming in your house that's taking really good care of himself, looks good, has, freshly shaven, he actually cares about his own health, then that's something you need to really look out for. That's something people don't think about. They don't think about that maybe he's not really taking very good care of me because he's not taking good care of himself. So what's the number three? Now this is the main way. The number three. Honestly, it's the number one out of three way to tell if your pest control guy can be trusted. And it may seem obvious, but are your bugs dead? Do you have dead bugs? Have you stopped seeing bugs? So I go into homes every day. I've been doing pest control since I was very young, 6, 7, 8 years old. I've been carrying a B&G around ever since I could lift one. And it's something I've been doing forever. And I'm fast because I've done it forever. And the more experience you have in the pest control field, the faster you will be at your job. Because really, it doesn't take that long to walk, even if you're doing just outside only, doesn't take any time. If you really just pace around outside the house once, twice, maybe 3 times around if you're using a Weber to take down any webs or anything like that. But you figure 3 times around a house, how long does it take you to walk around your house? It doesn't take very long. And typically a home, a fairly good size home, takes me anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to do the entire job. And that's not that fast. Some people hire pest control and they think the guy's going to be in and out in maybe an hour or 2. But really, it only takes a very short amount of time to provide pest control for your customers. So speed is not an issue. People will say, well, he just was so fast. Well, speed is not an issue because with knowledge, speed is something that you have. You're going to be fast. I'm fast. I can go into a roach-infested house. I know every single place to treat. I know exactly how to do it efficiently, and I can be in and out of a roach-infested house in tops 20 minutes. I mean, really, it doesn't take that long. And but I've been doing it all my life, and I know exactly where to go. I know exactly where the roaches live. I know exactly where to put my pesticide, where to put my baits, where to put my dusts, where to put all the things I use, and I'm in and out of a house in no time. I'm efficient. I'm not fast. I'm just efficient. So the way you can tell if your guy is actually doing what you've hired him to do is, did he actually follow through? Did he kill your bugs? Did he, I mean, maybe it takes 6 months. What is the length of your contract? Sometimes it takes 6 months to get rid of a nest of carpenter ants. Sometimes it takes 6 months to get rid of German cockroaches. If it's only been 1 or 2 visits, then you need to give your pest control technician the benefit of the doubt and understand that, yes, he's working hard. He's going to get rid of my problem. I need to be patient. Or maybe it's just something he can come in seasonably and get rid of pretty easy with just a one-time treatment. And if you're noticing dead bugs, well, he's obviously doing his job. They don't die by themselves. They die because they've crawled through a pesticide residual and they're dead. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Hopefully it has been insightful. I'm hoping that it helps all the people that have been messaging me, asking me, how do I know if I can trust my technician or not? These are honest. I mean, this is all I could come up with. You know, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out 3 reasons to trust your technician more than just dead bugs, because dead bugs is really the number 1 reason to trust your technician. If you're coming into your home and you're finding, you know, go on vacation for a week. You know, we're coming up on vacation season. People are going to start going out of town for the summer. And if you're out of town for a week and you come home and you see a bunch of dead bugs all in the tracks of like your sliding glass doors or in front of your windowsills, then it's obvious that something killed them. And they don't just die on their own. The pest control technician sprayed and killed your bugs. So a lot of times people don't realize that the bugs are dead because they're sweeping and they're vacuuming every day and they're sucking up 1 or 2 here or there. But if you're gone for a week and they pile up, then you're like, wow, this guy really is doing his job. I've got customers that have lake homes like around Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, which is a wonderful place to visit if you ever think about coming to Bedford County. But they'll be, you know, closed during the wintertime. A lot of people don't go to the lake during the wintertime because it's cold. And during the summer, they'll open the house up, air it out and everything, you know, clean it up and get ready for people to come in and start renting again. And there will be hundreds of bugs dead all over the floor because no one's been in the house in 6 months. So, but I've been in the house. I've been going in the house. I treat the house every month. I got keys. I got a whole box of keys right here that I use to go into people's houses when they've got them closed up for the summer. So these houses I go in, you know, it's obvious I've been there because the bugs are dead everywhere. If I hadn't been going in the house, there'd be bugs crawling all over the place. You'd have spider webs coming down from the ceilings. You'd have ants coming out of the dishwasher. Oh, they'd have bugs all over the place. But because I'm coming in the house and I'm treating the house, the bugs die. So hopefully this video has helped you all understand how to trust your exterminator. As a synopsis, it was, do they follow their labels? Do they understand the label? Do they understand what they're killing? 2, are they actually wearing the proper protective equipment? Are they taking care of themselves? And 3, are you finding dead bugs? So hopefully this has helped you. If check in every so often. I do my live streams every Thursday night, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a great summer. Have a great time. And I'll see you later. Thanks.